aqueous. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry for the confusion there. I know you came here for the Archivist Adrift and not ASMR Adrift. Maybe I'll start another channel for just that if you guys are into it. Anyhow, I am nearly done with these interiors. I'm going to walk you through the process here of some of the stuff I've been doing in order to get to this stage. So I went ahead and leaf cast the rest of the wraps that were completely ripped down the spine. Then most of my time, I want to say, has been spent in cleaning up the wraps after I was done. Going over Jerry, the Jitterbugs videos, and watching how he does his work. It's just so clean, and I'm not really there. Rewatching some of his videos, I feel like, man, I really need to kind of do what he's doing as far as hitting every side of the wrap, tops, sides, bottoms, and all that kind of thing. Whereas I was pretty much just I was concentrating initially on the spine and occasionally on the bottom of the wrap. So let me show you the process, and then after I show you the process of what I've been doing, I'm going to show you some of the befores and afters of where I'm at now. And all right. Okay, we've got the last wrap here, the last internal wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and bathe it in an aqueous bath, or an aqueous bath, however you want to say that, I guess. And then tomorrow I'll go ahead and leaf cast it after I've pressed it overnight. Final internal wrap bath. Let's prepare this for leaf casting. The wraps were really discolored towards the front of the book, and so instead of creating a new furnish for each new wrap, I decided to keep on going with the furnish that I had. So I'm going to have to do some trickery to even things out so it's not so garish. Throw some methyl cellulose on here. I did make a new batch of methyl cellulose. The other stuff I had in the fridge started to, I don't know, I wasn't feeling great about it. It seemed like it was getting a little old, and it didn't smell very fresh, so I didn't want to risk it. Definitely think I'll be doing the top and bottom of this wrap because there's so much paper missing from both top and bottom. This methyl cellulose, it should be sitting overnight, so it's a little thicker than I normally make it. And I only let it sit for about a couple hours in the fridge before I'm starting to use it. So it's a little clumpy, but I don't think that's a problem. All right, let me get this on the vacuum table and we'll take it from there. Final wrap is out of the press, and I have to go back and clean all these wraps up. So this is not the end of these inner wraps. But yeah, it was a long journey trying to get these all done. I had to do the top and bottom of this wrap because so much material is lost from both sides, and it's not super clean. I had so little material in some places that I had to cover up some of the borders of the gutter here. And the color match is not super great. I mean, yeah, the color match is not, I'm not in love with it. But there's a lot of unevenness. You know, again, much brighter here than it is up here. So it's going to take some work to clean this up a little bit. And might as well do that. I'm wondering if I should have leaf cast this side instead of the opposite side. That way I could have controlled how clean these edges are. It might have been smarter to have done it on the other side. Page is supple. And now I got some flexibility here. Before I couldn't move this around at all. Alright, clean that up as well as I can. There's just not enough edge here to really do much more. I've leaf cast all the inner wraps, so they're all together now. However, I'm going back through all my wraps and I'm just doing some cleanup on them. So this side of this wrap, for instance, it looks fine to me. I think it actually looks pretty good. But the opposite side, where you can see the leaf cast come through the area. All I did was use some furnish dust to kind of blend in the lines, but it doesn't look good. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and leaf cast the back side here the same way I did the front side. And I'm going to do that with a few other wraps. Like this one is also pretty bad. This side I can live with, but this side looks not good to me. I have some other examples. So Jerry really emphasized blotting these wraps once they've been leaf cast. I've really been taking that to heart, and it actually has made a pretty big difference as far as I can tell. My blotting method is probably not as graceful as his, but you know, it does the job.
Oh dear.
lovely things we plan to do today.
So as you can see, I have a wrap here under the blue light box, and then I have another wrap here under the old cold press. Right when I think I'm done, I run into some more issues with this book. I blue light bleached these wraps, and the coloring on them was really kind of nice. They were the bleaching effect kind of took down some of the darker areas that were naturally occurring on the wraps, and so I was really happy with the results. Then I went ahead and threw all those wraps. I dried them, and then I threw them into a humidity tank, and then from the humidity tank I individually hot pressed each wrap so they were nice and flat. And I got several wraps in when I realized, right away I could see that there was some weird coloration thing that was going on with the areas that were leaf cast on some of these wraps. It seems like the heat was kind of activating something in the leaf cast, or perhaps maybe even activating something in the bleached pages. That's probably more likely what happened. It isn't that I think the leaf cast got darker, I think the pages actually got lighter under heat. I had seen something like this with heated pages before, where sometimes they change color, and then when they cool down, the page kind of lightens back up again. But after being cooled for a while, never got back to where they were initially. I got probably about 6 wraps in before I realized that some of these wraps were kind of going beyond the pale. The first several wraps that I did this to, the leaf cast got darker or the wraps got lighter, either or. But because there wasn't a whole lot of leaf cast on these wraps, the effect is noticeable, but it's not super bad. It's not great here, for instance, but I can live with this, I think. But on these wraps, these 2 full wraps and a couple of these tip-ins, the effect is pretty intense. I'm not sure if you can make this out on camera, but this doesn't look that bad on this side, but this is pretty dark. So I put a stop to that. I put a stop to putting these wraps under heat. I decided with the rest of the wraps, I was just going to put them under pressure, under cold press pressure. And so these survived without, changing color like the other ones did. You can still see where I've applied leaf cast, but it's nowhere near as bad as the other wraps. Let me show you the difference here. This Pyro Man versus It's hard to hide that. You can definitely see it. I don't know, these don't look great either, honestly. Ah, man. They always tell you not to bleach wraps after a leaf casting. And this is why. So I'm considering re-leaf casting at least these several wraps. I don't know if I want to do that or not. The truth is, the color of a leaf cast technically doesn't matter. Not from the perspective of like CGC, for instance. So I don't know if I want to just use this as a learning experience and get on with it, because this book has already taken so long and I've got so many other projects I want to work on. I love this book. I really, really like working on this book. I've had a lot of fun working on it. I've learned a lot about, you know, all these processes while doing this. So I'm not complaining in the sense that, you know, I hate how this has come out. I mean, I don't like how this has come out, but I like what I've done so far with this book. It's just, I have other projects I need to get to, and it doesn't really, really matter what color this is. And so I want to, I don't know if I should cut my losses and keep going, get to the cover and then just call it a day with these, or if I should rip these apart and recast. I feel like Jerry the Jitterbug, he probably would take the time to make this look right, regardless of whether or not it matters. But I feel other experts, Dr. Paul, Captain Larry, and the like, I feel like they would probably take the method of, you know, looking at the time equity that one puts, into these books, and trying to figure out whether or not it even makes sense to go back and work on these more. If this was the only book that I had to work on anytime soon, that'd be great, but there are some projects I want to do for some people that I feel is pretty important. And the more I work on this, the less time I have to get to that. So I don't know what to do. Well, I decide what I want to do here. Please leave in the comments what you would do. And yeah. Also, I heard that there are people who are not really into comics who are watching these videos, and you know, I really want to thank everyone who comes to this channel. I know that one of Chanko's friends, she visits the channel, and that ASMR bit at the beginning of the video, it wasn't, I had already planned that out, but I'm glad that people get something out of these videos beyond just the comic books and the conservation process and that kind of thing. You know, that's great. I really love that. I really love that these videos can be interesting to people, you know, from a wide spectrum. So that's awesome. And I just want to thank you so much for coming and checking out this channel. All right, well, I will figure out what I want to do. I don't, obviously I'll have another video of me compiling these wraps, you know, finalizing them. I was hoping to get these wraps completely done for this video, but it doesn't look like I'm going to do that. It looks like there will be at least one more video between this and the cover. So please stay tuned, and yeah, all right, well, thank you very much for watching. Bye now.